Leave it all to me. Time for a light show. Goldfish up down. Here come the fireworks! Steady as stone. You're tight! Goldfish up down! Fire hazard! As a dutiful maid would, leave it all to... Obsessive retreat! Feel the split!
come a little closer.
Make yourself a move. Commit it to memory. Let's play turn a little. Commit it to memory. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Help!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Ready, steady, go! Eat this! Make yourself a move! The Temple of Wisdom! Everyone hold hands!
Don't be such a brute. Let's spark things up a little.
Come on! We can do it! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's...
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay. They're all waiting.
Join the Aramites. Race like wonderful
frames in the sky. Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you.
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
Paimon's a little worried.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you...
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you were... Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, you're welcome. Good luck. With that...
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hate them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told me...
Yes, she did. But our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve any... I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to... We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front line.
Speaking of the front lines...
Well, of course. Compared to the mercenaries, But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my... Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary...
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even...
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries
All intellectuals are lunatics. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all... But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness... Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the...
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering and the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be...
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge.
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole...
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save to make sure we're still on track, I would like to...
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base. Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird...
What's that look on your face? Are you...
Paimon's a little scared, but...
Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The Traveler. I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is now. Please get ready and put...
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes.
Paimon is...
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, because to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing...
And that's perfectly fine. In any case...
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long... You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device had, after all that time...
A fool?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are... In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate...
But...
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very...
Things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing.
Small project?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few...
I thought we agreed on a plan. How c-
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. Had I known all Hatham would give you those kinds of...
Look, you already know.
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship. But also...
Seems you really do.
Traveler, Paimon. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will...
Wait! How can we work with the guard?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion. And also...
That also sounds like something Al-Haith...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me. There is no perfect plan. But he also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of... I never blindly trust anyone. And I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number...
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't get... To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory.
Well, now that you've put... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity.
Okay, you have it.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the
Of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is... But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting?
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of...
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as...
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top...
Got it! Please wait a moment, I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have been... Even if that guard doesn't know, they're superior...
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Reebok operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't...
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been cut.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the... No matter how you look at it, they don't seem
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of...
The Akasha is still in operation, so I'm... Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite...
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who... But things like that never happened again after...
That's true. But what...
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha...
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do that?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of...
The academia firmly believes that all human actions can be...
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be... Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated chaos. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions and... So, in my...
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and...
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped. Next time...
Will do.
Just remember to stay fit.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will...
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the academia. And now, get ready.
Because things are so, ergo they are such.
Going there.
digging.
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again. It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the academia, we are prepared to...
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must... They are our only leads for the case. If they die...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What are you judging from those shiny weapons in your...
Rahman. The academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit...
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the...
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's giving me this... Brothers!
Windblade! Disappear! Yeah!
Wind blade!
It's over.
Ah! We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the...
Ah, you pitiful den...
I'm afraid you'll...
King Deshret will curse you and...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked...
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so...
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her. She will need you to
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my If we need help, Tainari is the... Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come, roll. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the...
sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving.
But wait.
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be...
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that... So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, the sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do it.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always...
How much more?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, come on, give me a smile so that I can be looking good. I hope there are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's go.
Travelers and visitors, don't miss out!
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you...
Hey there.
This is our friend Tia. She's...
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help...
All right, then... This place is better. We won't be disturbed. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue...
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Party's DI just a little while.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why... Okay. I will answer your questions and...
Sino's name really does work wonders.
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and... You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia...
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean... You're leaving?
Indeed. Otherwise we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume...
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take...
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar...
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become... Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many others, it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps he never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our
I can barely believe it myself, but if that's true...
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know...
Sorry, we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfect... Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the academia.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. One dot means that this has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any dots.
I get it. Since you are always at
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe.
I can do that. But I have a feeling the academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia.
All right. We've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like...
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever... On that note, aren't you also being quite...
The academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long.
I see. So you noticed something was...
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass... I think this may be something he needs to...
Okay, we'll find a chance...
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this... Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tighnari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we...
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as... That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going...
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for us. Don't draw there. The port is crawling with Fatu.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very... Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only...
You mean...
And where are all the soldiers?
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
So this was a trap. Wait.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would all...
Oh no! Are you saying...
Let's go!
Party's DI is not a place...
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already.
Even the Grand Sage himself, I've done my duty to
It would seem that my words... You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Party's DI now...
With all due respect...
Well, you only have your... I may be staying. It is still my duty to protect the...
Then it seems our conversation...
No one will lay a hand on you.
Tighnari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
You need to hurry up. This is well done.
There's no use resisting. Give us Hypatia.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, Tighnari! Beat him up!
I guess this is you need to hurry up.
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
Stay right there. No escape. So soon. No escape. Let's end this quickly.
Wind blade!
Not so hard!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't...
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like anyone's broken in. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is...
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect.
Who are you?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your... I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some fine... Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine... Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can... But this also shows that Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. That all I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human... Indeed, to me, The sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world... I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking. And this is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know, it'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become mine. You're doubting me again? No matter. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower. How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not... The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human... You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed...
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure... where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Oh, have the Fatui retreated? Hey, what happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to...
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn...
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. My wound aside, you look like...
Hey, didn't I tell you not...
Just in case. Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about...
I understand my condition.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse...
I know. They always think...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about?
The academias.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, as long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, I must be the least ambitious person who's ever...
Don't say that.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret...
You said the Balladeer claims that Hypatia has seen his past. So...
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor...
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed the stage of the plan.
Yay! That's a big...
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Parties DI. Traveler, let's continue to keep a low profile. You can have...
You can just focus on your plan. My wound isn't going to get...